Breaking news coming in. The Ministry of Home Affairs has amended the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Act, giving more powers to the Lieutenant Governor. The MHA has notified the amended rules under Section 55 of the J&K Reorganization Act 2019, inserting new sections giving more powers to the Lieutenant Governor. Viewers, this is a big breaking development on which Yavar is joining us to share more details. Yavar, over to you. Tell us what these amendments are, what are the new powers and what is the story behind it?
Well, exactly. The Ministry of Home Affairs has amended the business rules and the transactions to the Jammu and Kashmir government. Now, the role of the LG has widened in the, the police, in the All India services. There will be the proper procedure that will be done before a go ahead to any of the proposals. But it has not ended here. In fact, there has been the politics that's gaining ground in the Kashmir Valley. We just had a statement from the Omar Abdullah. The tweet that he did says that when the elections is around the corner in the Jammu and Kashmir, it seems that the CM will be made more powerless, and just for the single appointment of peon, he has to beg before the Lieutenant Governor for the appointment. So somewhere where the Minister of Home Affairs has amended the rules in terms of the prosecution, the other things, be it in the public or the police or the anti-corruption bureau, there will be the proper procedure that first has to be followed, and without the consent, without the occurrence of the Lieutenant Governor, no procedure or the proposal will be taken forward. So this has gained the ground in the Kashmir Valley. But yes, the politics is on the other side, but this is somewhere that has widened the role of the Lieutenant Governor of the Union Territory. Back to you.
So we have also, Yavar, stay with us. Meenakshi is joining us right now, and she's going to, I think, take us through some of the contours of this amendment that has been made.
Yes, Ankit, absolutely. So I'm going to take the viewers through this notification which has been put out by the MHA. Yavar has already given us a context into the same as to why it's so significant. What this notification basically does it to simplify, the same for our viewers, is that it has added some clauses. Now, these are the clauses which have been added. The new additional clauses basically mean, to put it out very simply for our viewers, it's going to give more power to the LG. Why it is significant and why we are emphasizing on it so much is because eventually it could possibly turn into a slugfest, because this means that the power of the LG increases and the power of the Chief Minister, the opposition possibly could say it reduces. Now, what it says, I'm just going to read it verbatim without getting too technical. It says in principal rules after 42, the following rules shall be inserted, namely, number 1, 42A, Department of Law, Justice and Parliamentary Affairs shall submit report for appointment of the AG, the Advocate General, law officers and others for the approval of the LG, the Lieutenant Governor, through the Chief Secretary and the Chief Minister. Any proposal regarding grant or refusal of prosecution sanction or filing of appeal shall be placed before the Lieutenant Governor through the Chief Secretary by the Department of Law, Justice and Parliamentary Affairs. In the principal rules in Rule 43, after the third proviso, following all of this shall be inserted, namely provided also, that is in respect of matters connected with prison, Directorate of Prosecution, extremely important, the Directorate of Prosecution bit and forensic science laboratories, all these matters are going to be submitted to the Lieutenant Governor. So, this notification which has been amended under Section 55 of the Jammu Reorganization Act, and these new sections which have been inserted end up, obviously, as we read out, these 3 new sections give a lot of power to the LG. What happens next? Well, that's for you to discuss.
In fact, we do have an indication, I am told, of what is next, Meenakshi. I think some of the political parties, like Yavar was telling us, are also weighing in. I'll go across to Yavar once more. So, essentially, how the National Conference appears to be viewing this, Yavar, is that this is an indication that the elections are upcoming, which of course they are, and also this is an attempt to empower the LG and at the same time dilute the powers of whatever government comes into power. Is that what is being stated by some of these parties, the regional parties there?
Well, exactly, you pointed it right, that the former Chief Minister of the Rest will State Jammu and Kashmir and the National Conference Vice President Omar Abdullah took to his micro-blogging and said that, I will read that quote, this is why a firm commitment laying out the timeline for restoration of full undiluted statehood for J&K, a prosecute for these elections. The people of J&K deserve better than powerless rubber stamp CM who will have to beg the LG to get his her prior appointment.
In fact, let's put that information out on our screens as well. So this is the tweet that is coming in from Omar Abdullah, and he has hit out at this move by the Ministry of Home Affairs, and he says this will lead to a dilution of the powers of whatever chief minister who will come in. Meenakshi is with us in the newsroom, and she is going to be reading out this post for us. But clearly, the politics is on a very high pitch right now in Jammu and Kashmir. The elections, which were long due, which have then now been given a timeline for by the Supreme Court to be held by the end of September, and which are likely to be notified very soon, is also making allegations over the intent behind the Ministry of Home Affairs' move. Meenakshi, over to you. What is Omar Abdullah saying precisely?
Well, Ankit, exactly what Yawar was talking about and indicating. Politics has already begun. I'll read out Omar Abdullah's tweet verbatim for our viewers. Another indicator that elections are around the corner in J&K. This is why a firm commitment laying out the timeline for restoration of full and diluted statehood for J&K is a prerequisite for these elections. The people of J&K deserve better than powerless rubber stamp chief minister who will have to beg the LG to get his peon appointed. Exactly, as Yawar was predicting, politics has begun. Omar Abdullah is one of the first politicians who has red flagged and hit out, and denounced this decision. The fear, obviously, which the opposition has, which obviously has been espoused by Mr. Abdullah in his tweet also, they believe that this decision would render the chief ministers powerless, and transfer the powers to the LG.
Most definitely. Of course, you have to keep in mind that Jammu and Kashmir, while will have an election, will remain a union territory. The restoration of full statehood is not something that is currently given a timeline for. Yawar, how is this likely to impact the state? So if you can put things into perspective, what will the chief minister have to go to the LG for, according to the amendments made?
Well, this amendment, which has been made under the Section 55 of the J&K Reorganization Act 2019, this has widened the role of the LG. In fact, this says that first, initially, what has been the scene that financial department has to concurrence of the all across, but now, first, it should be on a track of the LG, and without the prior go-ahead before the LG's office, no other things will be put on a card, be it in the All India Services, the police, the Anti-Corruption Bureau, the prosecution, anywhere. The LG has widened its power. So in order to, rectify the things that has been made, because the MHA is already committed to zero tolerance towards the corruption, towards those who are, not giving the best to their services. So this has been taken over. This is the consideration that has been made. Now the timing is somewhere that has raised the eyebrows of the local
Yawar, stay
politicians.
with us. I believe we have Kavinder Gupta, former Deputy Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, on the phone line. We just received a tweet from Omar Abdullah, sir. He says that this would dilute the Chief Minister's power. That is the intention. You've been Deputy Chief Minister. What is your reaction?
देखिए, इन्हीं लोगों के कारण से जम्मू कश्मीर की परिस्थिति खराब हुई थी। धारा 370 ने जम्मू कश्मीर को अलगाववाद, आतंकवाद, भ्रष्टाचार, परिवारवाद दिया था। अब 5 अगस्त 2019 के बाद अब बहुत सी स्थितियां सुधरी हैं। इस चीज को हमें समझना होगा। तो प्रधानमंत्री जी, माननीय गृह मंत्री पहले से ही संसद के पटल पर कह चुके हैं, जब लॉ एंड ऑर्डर सब ठीक होगा तो ये स्टेटहुड का दर्जा दोबारा दिया जाएगा। इस चीज को समझते हुए भी जानबूझकर किस प्रकार की टिप्पणियां करते हैं। तो जब यूटी बनाई गई, वो उस वक्त के हालात के हिसाब से हमने देखा कि लेह लद्दाख के लोग अपने आप को दूसरे दर्जे का नागरिक मानते थे। आज उनका जो यूटी की डिमांड पूरी हुई है, उनकी तरफ से था। इसी तरह से जम्मू कश्मीर में भी दोबारा हमें स्टेट भी मिलेगी। हाँ, और सब ठीक होगा, लेकिन लॉ एंड ऑर्डर का मसला सुलझना चाहिए, जो कि काफी हद तक पत्थरबाजी आतंक जो रोजमर्रा के मंथ है उन पर सुधार हुआ है। आतंकवाद का खात्मा जीरो टॉलरेंस को लेकर के हो रहा।
जी कविंदर गुप्ता हमारे साथ रहिए प्लीज। वी हैव फ्रॉम द पीडीपी नजमू साकिब ज्वाइनिंग अस। मिस्टर साकिब, फर्स्ट रिएक्शन फ्रॉम योर पार्टी, व्हाट डू यू हैव टू से अबाउट द एमएचए's मूव?
देखिए, ये बहुत दुखद है कि जमहूरियत का जो जनाजा इस तरीके से निकाला जा रहा है। जम्मू कश्मीर के लोग जिन्होंने आज 13 जुलाई है, और 13 जुलाई वो दिन है जब कश्मीर के लोगों ने एक यहाँ पे तानाशाह के खिलाफ और उस टाइम का जो डेस्पोटिक रूल था, मोनार्कियल रूल था, उसके खिलाफ यहाँ पे खड़े हुए और जमहूरियत के लिए अपनी जानें दी, कुर्बानियां दी। आज उसी दिन गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ये ऑर्डर निकालती है कि जो लोग जमहूरी तरीके से अपने नुमाइंदे को चुनेंगे, मगर उस नुमाइंदे के हाथ में कुछ नहीं होगा, वो एक रबर स्टैंप होगा, वो एक जो है फिगर हेड होगा, वो एक ऐसा इंसान होगा जो कुछ बेबस होगा, लाचार होगा, जो कुछ कर नहीं पाएगा। देखिए, अगर आप मेरिट्स की बात करें, अगर ये लोग ये कह रहे हैं कि जनाब हम इनसे ये जो ताकतें हैं ये छीनेंगे और जम्मू कश्मीर में अमन आएगा, जनाब मैं आपसे यही गुजारिश करता हूं कि आपके पास 2019 के पास आज 5 साल हो गए, तो मिलिटेंसी कश्मीर में कम हो रही है, बढ़ रही? अगर मिलिटेंसी पुंछ रजौरी में जहां नॉन एग्जिस्टेंट थी, रजौरी में जहां नॉन एग्जिस्टेंट थी, डोडा में जहां नॉन एग्जिस्टेंट थी, किश्तवाड़ में जहां ऑलमोस्ट वाइप्ड आउट थी, अगर इन डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में फिर से रिसर्जेंस ऑफ मिलिटेंसी है, फिर से जो है इतने स्पेक्टेकुलर बोल्ड डेयर डेवल अटैक हो रहे हैं, अगर आपके होते हुए भी इतनी मिलिटेंसी बढ़ गई, तो आपके पास क्या कारण रहता है?
पर आपको ये भी तो मालूम है कि फुल स्टेटहुड की बात अभी तक हुई नहीं है, उसके लिए कोई टाइमलाइन नहीं है, तो विद इन रिस्ट्रिक्शंस होगा ये जो आएगा जो सरकार, उसके मुताबिक ये में भी ये मूव किया गया है। हम अनचार्टर्ड टेरिटरी में है, इस पे आप थोड़े अलाउंसेस नहीं करेंगे गवर्नमेंट को?
देखिए, मैं सबसे पहले अगर गवर्नमेंट सीरियस होती, अपने वादाबंद होती, जो है अपने वादे पे जो इन्होंने फ्लोर ऑफ द हाउस पार्लियामेंट में जो कहा कि हम इलेक्शंस करेंगे और रेस्टोरेशन ऑफ स्टेटहुड करेंगे। देखिए, अगर आपका इवेंचुअल गोल रेस्टोरेशन ऑफ स्टेटहुड होता, तो ये ट्वीकिंग क्यों? तो ये जो है साइड बाय साइड ये मनूवरिंग क्यों? ये जो स्कीमिंग क्यों? अगर आप सीरियस होते, दिल खोल के ये कहते कि जम्मू कश्मीर में हमने पार्लियामेंट में ये वादा किया है लोगों से, पूरे 140 करोड़ आवाम से हमने वादा किया है कि जम्मू कश्मीर को हम एक तो स्टेटहुड भी देंगे और वहां पे जो इलेक्शन भी करवाएंगे।
जी बिल्कुल,
स्टेटहुड देना है तो आप पहले ही क्यों इसमें चेंज तरमीम कर रहे हो?
So viewers, Nazmu Sakibdi, I'm afraid that's all the time we have for the moment. I thank you, I thank Yavar, I thank Kavinder Gupta and Meenakshi for sharing details. Clearly, there is a lot that is ongoing ahead of the polls in Jammu and Kashmir. The Lieutenant Governor's powers have been widened, a political face-off breaking out.